for the second day of the E-Series LAN in Wesp, Holland. And we are bringing the action between Phantasmagoria and XNC, also known as Delirious. We have, I think, just set off in the ninth round, Enzi. But pass it right over to my co-caster. How are you doing, Enzi? And how do you feel about this game?
I'm doing good, man. Just a bit tired. It's taking its toll on me now. Obviously, there's so many delays and stuff, but I'll make it through it. Anyway, during this game, I think it's just going to be so even, to be honest. Two great teams. If it isn't even, then I'm just going to slip my wrists and just go to sleep. Because I want a really close game. I think we've only really seen one close game today, so, it's going to be nice to see these two great teams with great players, to step up to the plate and bring us that. What about yourself, anyway?
Yeah, I'm expecting a close game. I mean, Delirious... Delirious? Wow, I'm delirious with this lack of sleep. Delicious, even. Didn't necessarily perform amazingly in the groups. They won they won 1, drew 2, lost 1. And, obviously, that's not exactly how they're expecting things to work out for them. And, Phantasmagoria played 5, won 4, lost 1. So, obviously, Phantasmagoria have had much better form so far coming through into this group stage, and Phantasmagoria so far have won their only game they've played in this group. So if they do win this, they're basically guaranteed to go through to the playoffs. And Delicious, obviously, with Link losing that first matchup, need to win this match. If not, they're still going to have one more crack at the whip, as in the third round we are going to see Delicious go against Link Gaming, which could be kind of a repeat of that game we saw last time, Enzi, the German Online Skills versus Ravon, where it all came down to the very, very end.
Yeah, I love them games, because they're so tense. They're actually playing for something extremely important. Obviously, you're playing to win the LAN, but I mean, when you're in this position like that, you just have to step up your game, you know what I mean? And hopefully we will be bringing you that next. We will try and get that on the channel, so you guys can watch that. And, Link are a great side, you know what I mean? So, it's going to be great. And it looks like we're going live. So I'm just going to take it away straight off the start, Vince, if you don't mind, with Aerox. Let's pick it up with Aerox. Former MIW player, of course, with Steven. As he looks for the wallbang on blue. Loves the nade out. He did actually get a minor tag on Plotch, I think, but I'm not sure. Anyway, he's going to be looking into that bottom A area, and he's going to be kind of sneaking around backwards and forwards to bottom A, and blue literally gets the shot just as I say that onto Katana as 3 fan frags come out of the bag. Katana the only one to fall full fan at the moment. Plotch, Thunder and Tay all down for XNC, aka Delicious, as the nade from Zabza does tag Robons, but Robons is going to live to fight another day on Crash, live here on Chaos TV. The plant going down, Aerox looking for that bang as he looks for a frag on top A. Not going to get it though, Zabza with the safe plant. Aerox just scoping around, trying to get one of these frags in A, trying to open it up a bit, but he is going to get taken down by Elking, and they going to come in to finish off the round as Steven goes down. And we're going to see 1-0 early on Fan, with a really quick 3 frags there, and only one player for Fan falling, which was Katana.
Absolutely, and we said before, Delicious are in the fight to keep themselves in this tournament. Just to give you a quick idea of which teams have been knocked out so far. Ravon have been knocked out from Group A, Next Century Esports from Group B. Obviously Group C is still going and Group D is still going, but that gives you an idea of what's in store for the playoffs, which is going to be next. It's going to be scheduled to be played tomorrow, guys, so after the Group D and C are finished, I think that's going to be all for our coverage of the second day. As I've been talking, no, down to a 4 versus 2, make that a 3v2 as Abza will go on to Thunder with a Deagle, and XNC or Delicious, as they're also known as, well, I was about to say, looking good in this round, but Abza will get his second frag there. He also has the bomb and a scope, so he went Deagle SMG, and if he can pull off the next frag with the scope, he is Mr. Jack of all trades. Either way, gonna hang around top of blue as Aerox will reply onto Elking. Zabs is now in a 1v2 situation. He has seen a player on wooden and indeed tagged Tay up there. Kind of unfortunate not to land the frag as well. And he has a little bit of time to play with, 40 seconds. He's gonna go and get that bomb again. And now push in to A. He knows Tay is lurking around here. He tagged him before. He needs to be careful because Aerox is coming up On sandbags, Erox has missed one shot and two, but Tay's there to pick up the pieces. And that will be the 1-1 ends here. But Erox is starting to feel that a tiny bit there. If Tay had gone down, I think Erox would have just face-palmed.
Probably. And his death would have broke right in front of his face. Anyway, I'm going to pick it up with Tay for the LAN. So many cheating accusations coming out on Tay about him cheating online. I don't think he does, but, you know, we'll see. As he has made his way to bottom A, 2 players falling, and they are Zabza and Plotch, so it's all even at 4v4. Tay looking out that window, trying to land the frag on the Geit generators, but Erox is going to come into action as Elking goes down. Thunder and Steven out of nowhere get frags each. Robon's coming into A with authority as he takes down Tay, makes his way to mid-A. But the fan players, the X and C players, sorry, all over Robon's at the moment as he does run out and tries to get back in again. But it's not going to happen as Thunder denies him that, making it 2-1. Nice. What? Apologies, I'm tired, man. I'm sorry.
Apologies if you're getting some lag, but the VPN is obviously giving us some issues. All 3 of us are connected by VPN, and we all have like 100+ ping randomly. So, yeah, sorry about that. Not much we can do. It has gone down to a 3v2. XNC looking to go 3-1 ahead here, but Vay will come back with 2 frags in quick succession. Thunder and Plotch, both SMG down there on the A bomb site. Both fan players have taken A by storm, and Katana is going to try and get that bomb straight down on the A plant. There we go. So Steven and Erox have their work cut out for them here. As Steven will catch the frag onto Katana as he goes walkies there. And now it's a 2 versus 1. I make that a 2v0 as Steven will pick up the second and the quick defuse. That'll be 3-1 to XNC. Kind of wondering what Katana was doing at bottom A though, NC. He was just kind of walking around, chilling out, and Steven got the easy frag on him.
No, dude. Maybe he just wanted to chill a bit, you know. He was under the pressure and he just wanted to lay down next to a cooker. Anyway, yeah, guys, apologies for the VPN. This is literally like Mocular Broadband, isn't it, Vince? But on the UK and the NL.
It's slightly better than Mocular.
If you guys don't know what Mocular is, it's basically Vince had mobile phone internet for ages and it's called Mocular, so I like to kind of take the mick out of it because it's horrendous. But let's get back to the game at hand. COD 4. We could talk about internet providers in the chat later on if you guys want to. I'm sure it'll create a great discussion, you know what I mean? But Thunder will land that frag onto Katana. Tay with the SMG. Erox coming into the action as the scope proves deadly from Erox's point of view. Zabza left, the last fan play. Gets the first onto Tay. 1v4 in the making. He has got the scope in hand. He's looking towards sandbags, but Erox isn't there this round. As he's just peeking around. He goes for the silent jump, but Thunder does hear him jump onto that ladder before he can attempt it. Now we 4-1, and to be completely honest with you, Vince, I actually thought Fan was going to be doing a little bit better than this.
Still early days, though, I guess, NZ. They can come back here. Robbins has been very quiet. We saw him earlier, absolutely obliterating Crash. So expect more from him. And I think Tay has a couple points to prove. A lot of people, as he said before, have accused him of hacking online. And Tay probably feels a bit of the pressure here to perform. But at the moment, he's 3 kills, 4 deaths, 1 assist. The only player worse than him on his team will be Plotch, who's 1-1-6. And XNC are behind by 2 players in this round. Zabza will take down Tay with that scope. And Elking does try and pick up that frag onto Steven, but Steven will take him just beforehand. 3 versus 2 now. As Zabza completely demolishes Steven. Erox back onto Vay. 1v2 situation against Erox. He's been spotted from Zabza, who will pick up his 3rd scope frag in the round and take it back to a 4-2. And this is more like the Fan that we know and love, NZ.
Indeed it is. And I'll be looking at more plays like this from Phantasmagoria. But anyway, let's get straight up into this 7th round, as Steven will start us off with a frag of his own with that AK. Zabza makes his way onto that window. Does see one in mid-A. Looked for the wallbang. Not going to get it. Steven going to come in with a frag. Elking and Vay both contributing to that tally as well. I'm down to a 3v3. Zabza with a key nade onto mid-A. And he actually lands it. Key nade number 1 coming out from Zabza. As that actually just lands in the little gap above the window of side A. Don't know if Lee was specking him there, but God, I love that nade. It's a shame I can't do that. I'm too bad for that. But anyway, has got 2 more players to find. 1v3 possibility here. As long as he can pick up Aerox and Thunder, get the bomb down, win the round, it's all good in the hood. Or Zabza. Thunder on hardware. Aerox is about to peek B-Alley. Thunder is still looking at the door, and he's currently moving to the left. Oh, he kind of flicked out of it. I was like, what? But Zabza will be moving towards this B site. Has actually opted for the A, throws the fake smoke out. My god, am I dribbling already?
You could call it a smake, though. It makes sense.
Eric will just completely annihilate Zabza there. 5-2. Sorry, guys. Apologies again. You know, we've been casting 2 days straight, and I'm kind of... Yeah, I'm just going to shut up now.
Oh, man, you can have the smake, the flake, the flant. You know, fake plant. I'm going to stop talking. Anyway, yeah, let's follow on to Aerox. He's got onto a glitch roof there as Tay will take down Robons. So again, XNC looking good here, but Plotch instantly down from Zabza. Zabza has seemed to be a real beast of that scope so far. Elking was doing great work with the AK earlier on, and he has just proved once again, or he has revered as one of the better AKs in the European scene as he takes down Thunder with ease. Katana's also been dropped from Steven, and that will take it to a 3v3. And it's gone all even. Kind of a deadlock again, ends. We've seen this time and time again at the LAN. A very fast start, then it kind of slows down quite a bit as a lot of the players recollect their thoughts, think, should we push A, should we push B? And of course the defense players just sit in deep and try not to give any easy frags away. Vey is by far the most aggressive player. He's got the bomb in bottom A, looking to maybe rotate back to mid, but keeping his eye well and truly on Wooden. Great play there onto Steven, but will get taken down as 2 XNC players do chime in for frags. Suddenly Zabza's the last remaining player pulls out the Deagle, doesn't land anything there onto Aerox. He's going to jump down and will Deagle Aerox out of this round. I don't think Aerox was expecting the Superman jump on his face there, and suddenly it's Tay versus Zabza. Zabza on 11 frags, Tay on 5. But time is ticking down as well. 20 seconds remaining, and Zabza is going to have to commit to one of these bombs. He's going to be going to B, which I feel is going to play into the hands of Tay quite a bit here. And Zabza's wasting no time. He's rushing towards B. 10 seconds remaining. Tay knows exactly where he is, and he knows it's going to have to be a full plant. This is all going to come down to the gunfire, and Zabza will pick up the frag onto Tay. Oh, dearie me. I thought Tay had that.
Wasn't to be though, Vince. It wasn't to be. There must be a reason. There's a reason behind everything. It's a reason why I'm not good at this game. God doesn't like me. There's got to follow on to Robons with the AK. Gonna look for the first frag. Not gonna land. But Tay and Robons will both get one each. Robons is still making his way to Generator's area. Elking with the AK. Thunder goes down. The Thunder has stopped here at E-Series because he is dead. And let's note on the scoreboard, guys, I feel a bit bad saying it, but Plotch 1-9. Ouch! But despite that, they are actually winning on the team score, so... But you might want to think, you know, if Plotch was playing a little bit better, maybe they'd be edging ahead even more. But you never know. As Vey is making his way towards this B site, he has got the bomb in hand, so that's a good thing. Aerox and Tay left for Delicious, aka XNC. 4 fan players left. Zabza falls to his death. He tries to Superman jump once again, but he gets denied as the Deagle tags him up, and he falls to his death miserably. As he is going to go to 5-4.
But Fan refusing to allow XNC to kind of alleviate more pressure. You know, go further rounds ahead here. They're just staying in touch, keeping in touch of XNC. And at this round, Steven is going to open up onto Elking. Katana straight back onto Plotch, though. Robons fast into lower A. Can he get this frag? Finally does onto Tay, but made a 3-course meal out of that one. Should have been a textbook simple bottom A frag, and very nearly got shut down. But Aerox will reply onto Vey. Zabza with a scope back onto Thunder. XNC still a player down. And all 3 fan players now going to cram into A. There is one outside of A that will be Steven, though. But there's not too much you can do from this position, especially as Aerox has also been dropped from Zabza's scope. Steven has picked up one frag there, but Robon's from bottom A will pick up the return fire. And that will be a 5-5 scoreline. Zabza on 15 frags at the moment for Fan. And Steven top fragging for XNC with 11.
Indeed. As, let's follow on to Zabza here. He's top frag, a beautiful flick shot onto Aerox. Elking and Katana both getting a frag each as well. As Zabza does retreat, so I'm going to just switch over Plotch. Let's find Plotch. He's currently the bottom fragger with only one frag. Let's see if he can double his score in the 11th round. Not many times you see people doubling scores in one round. It's not going to happen either, as they will drop him, as Tay will also get a kill of his own. Zabza searching with that deagle for Tay. Tay down Bialy, gets tagged up in retaliation, tags him up as well, gets the one on the left. There's another one directly in front of him, throws the flash out. He could easily get this one. He does get the frag onto Katana. He's got one left, but that is Zabza. He's currently top fragging for Fan. Oh my god, he tags Tay. Tay escaping with an inch of health left as Tay is pushing this bomb, jumps up, looks for the frag. Zabza with the replying deagle shots, not going to land. Tay with replying bullets as well. He's got to defuse this bomb, looks for the car bang, not going to happen. Zabza has retreated, looks for the scope shot again. Tay is still searching for that frag, but Zabza's just round the corner and he's going to play this time down. Incredible from Zabza, but even more incredible attempt from Tay. Wow. 6-5.
Do you know what comes to mind? He's like the proverbial turd that won't flush. Tay got tagged twice with a scope in the chest, and neither times did he die. Zabza must have just been like screaming at the top of his lungs, wondering what the hell's going on, but he has picked up that first frag in this round, moves to 18 already, so nearly drops the 20 bomb in the first half. Definitely a huge reason why Fan are currently winning this matchup. Steven will go back onto Vey. Zabza again, this time with the SMG, pushes onto Tay. And Katana gets dropped from Thunder. 3 versus 3. Zabza coming down Bialy, looking for another frag here, looking for his third. Is he going to find it? Heavily tags up. Steven will finish off Steven as well. Gets his third. Now he can possibly get his fourth onto Red Car. It's going to be, let's have a quick switch over. Plotch on Red Car here. And he's all by himself actually. 1v3 does get that frag onto Zabza. Both going airborne there. But Plotch just getting the upper hand in the end. Explosives planted. And that's going to leave Elking and Robons on A. They have got that bomb down. And Plotch is going to try and push in and make something happen. He has tagged Elking up a couple times on Wooden. He's now going to try and push up Wooden here. Is he going to go straight for the fake defuse? Yes, he will get the frag onto Elking. Insane stuff here from Plotch. There's every chance he can pull this off, and he will get the 1v3 as well. Oh my god! And the defuse from 0 to hero. He was on 1 frag before this round, now on 4, and that defuse. And you can see from his movement he's happy, and he brings it back to 6-6.
Seriously, who gave him the phone number of Chris Wow? Really? Out of nowhere. There's a Plotch with a beautiful 1v3 there. And, wow, I still can't believe that. He just comes out of nowhere. He's like, "Hi, I'm still here." As we are waiting for Lee once again to ready up. Come on, Lee, get your head in the game. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
I'm still speechless, man. In a 1v3, the bomb is down. Fair enough, Zabza went for the kill because he was close to him. But in a 2v1, you really need to lock that down. All credit to Plotch, but I can't help but feel that Phantasmagoria kind of threw that round away a bit.
Yeah. And especially with someone with, like, 1 frag, people are thinking, okay, he's doing really bad. And then he's like, oh, we got this, and then he just kind of pulls it off.
Yeah, well, it could be half the reason that they kind of pushed him. They were feeling a bit cocky and then thinking, oh, Plotch isn't playing so well, we can just force him out this round and, you know, win sooner. But then he just comes back, gets that 1v3 triple kill clutch, and the defuse, and now he's going to be surging with adrenaline. He's going to be feeling great about things.
Indeed, let's actually pick it up with Plotch now, and see what he's feeling in the air. Can he feel it in the air tonight? Sorry, the song's in my head now, but he's not going to do anything, as Elking will shut him down. So his few seconds of fame has abruptly come to an end. as Aerox will scope Katana down. Aerox looking for the second, not going to connect that shot. As there is one on Wooden, looks for the no-scope, not going to hit. Steven with bullets going into mid-A, and Elking gets dropped from Thunder. So let's see if we can see another 1v3 here. Vey is the last remaining player for Fan to put them in the lead, but it's not going to happen as XNC, aka Delicious, will eat that round up and make it 7-6.
I'm going to follow Plotch from the spawn this round. He's got a nice spawn for an SMG, but he's thrown the grenade up and over. And he's now going to go and chill out in the blue alley. So maybe not too much is going to happen from his perspective. His team are pushing through blue. 3 of them, in fact. He has dropped the bomb. Plotch now going to push into bottom A. There are 2 players around the A site. Smoke is down in back A, going to peek around that corner. Tate has just caught a flash there. So both the SMGs are locked in bottom A, and Vey just in the right place at the right time to pick up that easy frag. Thunder will go into Robons though. He is in the mid alcove area. And Vey feeling the heat, so he's going to go to the top of A. Let's switch over, have a quick look where Tay's going to push. He is going to go top A. We'll get that frag onto Vey. Nice pre-fire. He knew Vey had to be top because he'd already cleared out everywhere else on A bomb site itself. So 2v3, Fan have Zabza and Elking remaining. For XNC, Steven, Aerox and Tay remain. Tay top of A. Aerox next to Crash. Zabza just gets his second kill. Gets his third kill onto Tay as well. Oh my god. Now Zabza's just gone huge. Although to be fair, he's been consistently chugging along in this matchup on 23 frags now. And he has a real chance of picking up another frag, getting that 4th on the board. And Elking is heavily tagging Aerox up. Will finish him off to get the 7-7 scoreline. But, you know, you can't write out Zabza here, Enzi, because he was on 20 frags after the first half, and he just erupted on that round right there.
This guy is playing outstandingly well. That's all I can really say, man. 23 frags. He just erupted like a volcano. As Katana will drop Tay. Following it onto Zabza now. Steven with the frag onto Vey. Zabza, beautiful shot onto Aero, scope on scope, and oh my god, I cannot explain this. He's insane, man. Seriously, the shots he's pulling off this game, just insane stuff from Zabza right now. As he gets the double frag, and he is going to look for the third. That will be Plotch. Will he be the man of this round once again and pull off huge when needed 1v3 situation for Plotch once again? Did it earlier. Will he be able to see a repeat of that one? Robons is waiting on the mid-A area, and he is going to take down Plotch. Just laying wait. And he is going to take it to 8-7. Fan, we've run around ahead now. And maybe looking for the lead.
Yeah, it's been back and forth this match pretty much from the start, to be fair. We were hoping for a close, tense matchup. It's exactly what it's been given to us. And Zabza top fragging by 10 kills at the moment. No frags have gone down so far in this round. Make that 1 as Plotch will go into Katana. Let's switch over, see where Plotch is pushing. He's on the mid-arches, but there's Zabza with a deagle once again. He just doesn't seem to miss a beat in this game. Always where he needs to be. Laying down that fire. And that's going to leave Tay, the remaining SMG of XNC, pushing into bottom air. Could not see a thing there, neither could he, as the flashbang bounced off his forehead. Zabza gets his second frag, this time with a scope, and that gives Fan the 2-man lead. Steven and Thunder, let's have a quick look, see where they are. Thunder is just inside blue, and Steven is on generators. Both, of course, the AKs for XNC, as Zabza will get another frag, his third of the round. He's going to be looking for his 4th now. I think he's definitely going to drop a 30 bomb here, as he's on 28 kills, 7 deaths. And there's still so many rounds to play in this matchup. But he's going to push onto arches. He can see Steven. Steven will pick up that frag, though. He's got 3 more to go through. And he's not necessarily in the best place. And, of course, the bomb is down in blue to add to his woes. And that will be 9-7 as Robons picks up the comfortable frag at the end. But, you know, you kind of run out of superlatives for Zabza. He's just a machine right now.
Indeed he is, man. You know, I think I've showered in coffee or something because my armpits literally smell of coffee. I thought I'd just say that because I don't know what the hell's going on. Does anyone else have that problem? I think I need to take a shower again. I only took one a few hours ago. God. Oh well, I am the lean mean coffee machine now. I'll go downstairs and yeah, I'll just shut up now. Let's go back into this game. Is Zabza still alive? Yes, he is. Of course he is. Steven will drop the nade on Survey. Elking with the AK frag onto Aerox. Zabza, where are you? You're scoping down mid, looking for a frag on blue. I did think you did see a little glimpse of someone there, but Robins will get the headshot onto Steven. Tay is left upstanding for XNC. He's against 3 players, but Zabza is there. So, we have 29 frags for Zabza right now. And the most frags we've seen is 29 frags from Reflexer previously. So Zabza is equaling that. The timeout comes out, and I can only guess it's tactical.
Yeah, it has to be. It was 7-7, and suddenly Phantasmagoria have jumped across to a 10-7 lead. And XNC are well in their rights to call this timeout, NZ. It's an important matchup here. And if they can get themselves back into this matchup, why not give it a try? Even if it's to stop the momentum of Phantasmagoria, to get some more ideas on where you want to attack, because, XNC are attacking now. They have to give a quick thought to, right, have we tried B enough? Have we tried the mid push? Is our A too slow? Is it too fast? There's so many things to think about. And, I'm kind of happy that they have called this timeout, because I would hate them to feel pressured to just carry on in this game and to lose like 13-7 after such a close scoreline earlier on here.
Yeah, I was expecting more from Fan, honestly, I thought Fan were going to take this. I knew it was going to be close, but I thought Fan was going to take this, in complete honesty, And maybe they feel, they're underperforming a bit. They need to change a few things up, like you said. And they can try a few different things, by just talking to everybody and just getting their heads back into the game. But the guy carrying Fan right now, keeping them alive, is Zabza on 29-8. Incredible play from him.
Yeah. I mean,
I think they need to take a note out of his book, really.
I mean, Aerox is a great scope, and he's being completely overshadowed at the moment from Zabza. And that's no small task, by the way. So you've basically in a position where, Zabza is 13 kills above the next player on his team, which is Elking, and 12 kills above anybody on the server. He is just absolutely dominating everybody at the moment. And, it's one of those things, Enzi, I don't know how you feel about this, but I've always been kind of confused as to why people have such a problem about people calling timeouts in games. I can understand if it's a PCW or if it's some One Night Cup, that doesn't really matter. But surely at a LAN, you shouldn't give someone a hard time for deciding, right, enough is enough, let's sort out some tactics, lads. I mean, there's a reason you have a timeout in the first place. It's for these moments right now.
Maybe they're just in the swing of things and they're getting a bit frustrated, you know what I mean? When a lot of teams are, doing well and they kind of get stopped all of a sudden, it can kind of annoy you, but they shouldn't let it be known in, public chat and stuff. Because it is LAN, they're all there to win at the end of the day. So I believe Fan goes through regardless anyway of the result, am I correct?
Yeah, I mean, the only way they wouldn't necessarily go through is if they lose this match and then Link win their match against Delicious, then it would go down to rounds. But if they get a draw or win here, they're automatically through.
Yeah, so obviously they want to make sure that they're going to be through, And Plotch with the reconnect. Let's see if he can land a few more frags.
Well, I mean, what would you like to see from XNC now? What would you like to see them kind of incorporate into their game that they might not necessarily have been doing beforehand?
I don't know. I really don't know. I think they need to just play more as a team. Plotch has been underperforming, and I realised I thought Fan was actually behind earlier. My score must have literally bugged at the top, because it was literally the other way around. I'm not even lying. So I did say that. I do apologise, but I mean, I really don't know, I just think Zabza is just the main man standing out for Fan right now, and he can't really be stopped. Maybe they're discussing how to stop Zabza, you know what I mean? Because they need to put an end to the streak he's going on right now, Vince.
I mean, XNC haven't really focused mid or B very aggressively so far, so maybe that's something to keep in mind, and it would appear from the way they're starting off here, maybe it's going to be a mid-push. You've got two players, in fact, Plotch is going to go straight down mid here. He's already on Archers, but he is going to get taken down from Katana. Not great smoke, has to be said. And in the meantime, Aerox with that scope is going to push right into A. Has picked up an SMG. Tay has cleared out A completely. And Aerox will go for that fast plant. And indeed, he will get the plant right down. Much better from XNC. Thunder onto Zabza. Aerox heavily tags up Katana. He could only see his head and shoulders. He did get the tag. He's going to feel pretty confused as to how he didn't get that kill. Tay, in the meantime, gets his third frag of the round onto Katana, and that will just leave L King in L Bend, and there's Thunder with his second. Great round from XNC. More of that, lads.
Indeed, great retaliation round, and Zabza didn't get a kill. That's a surprise. That is actually a surprise. You know, we've been seeing him at least get one frag around, and he was stopped. Of course, he's got one frag left for the 30 bomb. Steven with the grenade onto Vey actually tags up Zabza in the progress as well. Katana going to come in with the AK spray onto Thunder. Katana just waiting and watching Mirage. Aerox with the scope, and XNC have actually made their way into A right now. Katana is going to stop Steven though. Tay is in the A garden, and Aerox is on bottom A in the little gap. Tay is going to drop Zabza as the scope will go down, and Roberts is just waiting on them stairs. Plotch will come in with a frag finally on to Katana. So 1v2 is the name of the game. Robbins gets the first, looks for the second, dodges the bullets though, and fires a few back at Tay. Tay has to get this bomb. He has to make that trip down the stairs, and he does not know where Robbins is. So he's going to opt to go down wooden stairs. As Robbins is just waiting at generators. Tay looking every single possible corner he could be in. He's going to make his way up and go for the real plant. Robbins going to make his way slowly but surely into A as Tay will come around the corner. Oh, and he actually unpeaked. Oh, and he peaked again. Wow, I actually thought he missed him for a second there, and just completely timing wasn't on his side. But there we go, XNC went around back, and Tay actually saying hello.
It seems Zabza's got a case of the terrifying 30s that we saw at Reflex yesterday. Oh, having said that, he has just dropped the 30 bomb. As I was about to say, he's been on 29 frags, for the last 3 rounds. But he has finally reached that milestone. The first 30 bomb I've seen so far, NZ, in this LAN. And Phantasmagoria have gone 2 players ahead now, as Aerox and Plotch all that remain for XNC. Aerox is just spot aiming at top of hardware. Wants to make sure he gets a peek before he moves. And Zabza coming under heavy fire here from Plotch. Plotch is going to push him from his left-hand side. Zabza pulls out that deagle. Can he get the frag? Yes, he will onto Plotch, and Aerox goes down instantly afterwards for the 9-11 scoreline against XNC. Phantasmagoria looking to push the victory here. Are you there, Enzi?
Sorry, mic was muted again. Wow. I'm not turned on today, Vince, alright? I'm not turned on. But I was saying to myself that 31 frags for Zabza, and the 2-round comeback from XNC has been stopped. Or halted, you could say, if they win this one. But Zabza is going to come in with the 32nd frag of the game, as Tay and Steven are left standing against 3 fan players, Zabza, Robbins, and Vey. All left standing for fan. Steven has got that bomb. He's going prone like a boss. Zabza in the back corner house. Robbins in the spawn. Vey sitting keen at back A and watching and waiting for someone to just come round that corner to try and get that frag. Steven is being very cautious here. You know, XNC, though, have got to play with that time, and Steven is the last man standing against 3 players. One just comes straight behind him. Robbins shuts him down, and that's going to be 12-9 fan with just 1 more round to get.
Indeed, 3 rounds needed for XNC to take this into a draw. And a draw would be good enough for Phantasmagoria to go through regardless. Zabza's going to open up onto Plotch with another grenade there. And Plotch's problems persist in this matchup. Just 2 players left for XNC. Make that one Aerox in a 1v4. This would be a clutch and a half if you can pull this off. The GG's being called from Tay. Aerox is going to press on regardless, like a fearless warrior. Oh, he misses so close there. Onto Zabza, who picks up 3 frags in that round. Finishes on 35 kills, guys, for 10 deaths. Absolutely phenomenal stuff there from Zabza. And that will be the 13-9 scoreline. Phantasmagoria have secured their place to go through to the playoffs. And we should be bringing you one more match tonight, I think, between Link and Delicious, which will basically be the same as we had before with Ravon and German Online Skills. The winner will go through to the playoffs. The loser will be dropped out.
Yep. Well, that will conclude this game. We will be back. I think we will be back, but we'll keep you updated in chat if we will be back today or not. If not, tomorrow is the start of the quarterfinals, etc., etc., etc.